Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. So I have, as I previously mentioned in the lecture, I want to show you how to make a function using MATLAB so that we can reuse our, let's say we can use our codes that we have previously done in the previous example. Let's use the lead lag controller example here. So let's say if we have a different value, so you want to run the example, the other example. So we can try to make a function from that. So the first thing you need to do is that you just need to copy all the codes here. So let's say we have this one because previously we have done all the codes. Okay, we have performed all the codes here, and then the codes is already dynamic codes, not manually entered by you. So you see here all the codes here. Even for the G, I find it from the G that I have automatically calculated from using the formula here. So to make a function is very simple. You just put a function here. Okay, function, and then what output you want and what name of the function. So let's say we want the name to be lead lag, and so what are the input that needed to be transfer from the function to the variables. So we have here we need to have a few things, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have GPS, ZE, ZA, and PA here as the input. So let's say the input. You can name any function, any variable, but just make sure that the variable naming here must be used in the codes inside the function. So we have GP, we have ZA, ZE, and we have PA as well as S. Okay, so what the output that you want to know? So in the examples, we want to know the value of KC, we want to know the value of PE, the value, maybe the resultant or the GC, resultant controller, or resultant GC multiplied by GP. Maybe also you want to know about KP, you want to know about the steady state error. Also, you might want to know about the angle that you can get. So maybe the angle is a function here. You cannot use angle. Maybe you can say angle PE. So let's say this is the angle PE that you want, angle PE. So we need to change all of these function that use in the body of the function. So okay, and let's try to save first. So you need to save the function name as the function you define in this mem file. So MATLAB will automatically detect the function name, and just you save it as a lead lag. Okay, the next thing is, you remember when we call the help function here. Let's say we have help TF. So what we have here is the explanation about the function here, TF. It takes a while to pop up the help function. Okay, so you have something like this. So we can also do this for our function. What we need to do is just we need to comment out something, and then we can say that lead lag. Okay, lead lag. Lead lag, what are the function do? So this one, this function will give or calculate the value of PE and other parameters, other parameters to get the value to get the controller, for to get the lead lag controller. For example, this is the explanation. So you can save it, and let's call for help lead lag here. Okay, so you see here we have this function. This function will calculate the value of PE and other parameters to get the lead lag controller. So you might want to add another things here. So maybe you can get another explanation. So you just put here something like this, and then you can explain KC is what, and then what is the angle PE, what is GC, and so on and so forth. So explanation on the parameters that you use. You also can explain about what is GP, is plant transfer function. Okay, ZE is the 0 for the lead controller, for example. So save it, and we can try to call it again, help lead lag. So this time around you have this kind of help function. So in order to use the function, you no need to open the function. You just type help and the function name in order to help the someone who does not know about function to how to use the function. So to use the function, it is a good thing that you comment out, you put the parenthesis semicolon here to suppress the output, because we already want the output here as defined here. So we just put the semicolon everywhere. Here, and that's it. Okay, so maybe I just want to leave it, comment this one, just set the value of GC and just run the CISO tool here. So let's try to do that. So for the lead lag, we have the GP and we specify, let's say we have this one and we want this one, so we just put here, and we define as ZEZAPA, and we put it into the function lead lag, and then we try to call the function. So you can see from the function here, what we get is we have the control system designer pop up, because it calls for the function CISO tools at the end of our function. And what we get is we get the default value, default plot for the CISO tool, which are in this case we have the root locus for the open loop function G, and we have the boot editor for open loop function G, and then we have the closed loop for the boot diagram, and finally we have only three plots here. So you can add another plot step function if you want by just clicking on the new plot and closed loop plot of the step function here, and it takes some time here. Okay, then you get everything that you want to see, and at the output here you can see here you can get the all the variables that you want, which is in this case we have GP here, and we have our KC, we have our angle of PE, PE, GC, and our G, as well as KP and our steady state error. So the next time you want to find another example, you just can input this value into your libnet function here without the need to go through all of this. Okay, all of this function here. So I hope you can understand. You can go through this video slowly, and you can rewind whenever you want to see which part do you have some troubles to understand. And you can also WhatsApp me to further find for clarification to use or to create a function in MATLAB. So that's it, how to use or how to create function in MATLAB. So I hope you can use this information to help you in your assessment later on. Until then, thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.